Hey, what's happening everybody? So I was really hoping my next video would be me getting back out on the road, but it did not turn out that way. So I got the new brakes back in my van, except while I was waiting on all the parts to come, because I replaced almost everything on the back brakes. New spring kit, new self-adjusters, shoes and drums, everything. Except for the drums didn't come today like they were supposed to. But I got the old drums on there in the meantime. But there is a part, it's called the brake strut. It's a little piece of metal about this long. It's a little metal bar that goes in between the shoes on the top and holds the emergency brake in place. And I accidentally threw that out. And you cannot find them online. GM does not make them anymore. Nobody makes them. There's none on eBay, so I gotta go to a junkyard, and I don't have a functional vehicle. So I've been trying to get a ride for that. It hasn't worked out with other people's schedules yet, and it's been raining all day. I've been in the van almost all day, except for, I think I spent about an hour inside downloading music. I found a new place to get music I'm really excited about. But yeah, so lots of new good music coming up. Yes, so excited. I've been looking for this stuff for a long time, and I found a really good deal on a membership thing. So anyway, yeah, I've been in the van all day watching movies and stuff, and I've been dreaming about going on an adventure, and a little bit of an adventure came to me. I sprung a leak. Check this out. Looks like I got a leak. Look at this. It's coming from up here. It's my, under my solar panel where the wires come in through the roof. It's just caulked around, and it's definitely leaking. So as soon as the rain stops a little bit, I'm just gonna wedge a bunch of paper towels in there and hope to slow it down. And if it actually stops raining, I'm gonna pull off my solar panel and fix that leak for good with some sealant. That sucks. All right, so the camera is not gonna fit in there, but basically I pulled this roof down far enough. The Luan, this Luan's gonna have to be replaced. It's waterlogged, man. I'm gonna put on my rain gear and go out and get my sealant and be able to put it up in there and fix that leak, at least for tonight. All right, so I just got back from the store. I wedged some plastic bags up there. I looked at my my bottle of sealant, and it says not to breathe for 24 hours or whatever. This is right by my head, and I'm not gonna run the fan all night. I haven't pulled in enough power tonight to even do that. So I got some bubble gum, and I wedged a bunch of plastic bags up around the top of it. It's barely leaking, but it's been raining so hard and so much that I ended up with this big stain. So I got some bubble gum, and I'm gonna chew a big mouthful and try to wedge it up in there and hope that that works. Luckily, my blankets didn't get too wet. It's just this corner of my sheets. It's really bad. So I'm gonna run my heater and the fan for a while and try to heat it up in here real warm and hope that that, I don't know, maybe airs this out a little bit and dries it up. I think if it gets warm enough in here, it'll do that. So, yeah. All right, so here's the scoop. The gum thing did not work. I was sitting in my chair over there watching, and it was just dripping, 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 dripping. So I got my rain gear back on, went outside in the rain, pulled the solar panel up, and sure enough, that sealant was like, some chemical must have gotten on it or something, because it was like disintegrating. Maybe it just gets old after a while. And the sealant that I have is not the kind you can put on wet stuff. So I highly recommend you get some sealant that you can put on wet and that dries very fast, and have some of that on hand. I thought I had some, but the stuff I have, it has to be dry for at least a half an hour. So I have the heater going down here. I have the roof fan on, and I pulled the sheets up, and they're already dry. Wow, I put this up here like 3 minutes ago. It's already dry. And I've got my HEPA filter fan going here, and I propped up the mattress so that it could dry out really fast. And that heater's going, and it's really warm. I got the roof fan on, so this stuff's drying out real fast. Anyway, I lost track of what I was saying. So the solar panel, I pulled that up, and I put plastic bags and duct tape around the where the wires come in through the ceiling, and I'm really hoping that'll hold tonight. It hasn't dripped for probably about 20 minutes now. I gotta fish my pan out and stick my pan under here just in case it leaks again. And the Luan on the side here definitely got wet. It'll stain, but I don't think it'll mold or anything. So this sucks. I think I have to replace this Luan up here with all the stars. It probably took me an hour to put all these stars up. Yeah, so it's been about 45 minutes since then now, maybe a half hour, maybe 45, I don't know, somewhere in there. And I have not seen one drop come out of there, so I think that my leak is fixed. I'm just trying to dry out all the sheets and the mattress and everything else as much as possible before I go to bed. It's pretty late, it's like 11:30. I usually don't go to sleep until 2 anyway. My brain just does not shut off. It's weird, I get like the most energy at midnight. And midnight till like 1 o'clock in the morning, my mind is the clearest and the sharpest, and it works the fastest, and I have the least amount of ADD, despite the way this video's been going. But yeah, so I think my leak is fixed. I'm really psyched about that. The plan is to get up to Oregon, like, not as fast as possible. I'm gonna enjoy the ride. I'm not gonna just like, unless I start growing mold in here, getting sick in the next few days or something. But for the most part, I've got to figure out how to go to a junkyard and get this e-brake thing. There's a mechanic shop right down the street, so I might take this thing down there and have them like double look over the brakes and make sure the brakes are good and bleed them the rest of the way. And if the brakes are good, I'll just drive myself. If they don't give me the okay, then I'll have to run a truck or something. I get paid tomorrow. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to sound like I was being a little I don't know another word, so a little bitch and like begging for money or whatever. I've been living off credit cards for the last, like, I think week and a half. All the brake parts I got with credit cards and everything. But I get paid tomorrow, so I'll actually have money that I can spend tomorrow, so that's a good thing. Yeah, so when I get up to Oregon, there are some repairs I need to do on this van. For one, I'm gonna look for a high top. I really am. I'm gonna look around at junkyards and try to find one. Hopefully I can get one for a couple $100. If I buy new, they're like $1,500, $2,000, $2,500. I'm not willing to spend that money, even if I had that money on it. But if I could find one for a couple $100, I will definitely, and it's in good shape, that I will definitely get it, and I will definitely rip a hole in this van and put it in. That'd be sweet. And I want to do that before I rebuild the inside. So the first priority is look for a high top, and then to rebuild the van. And I'm going to do a very simple thing, like I've been saying, and I want to get at least 200 amp hours of battery in it, and I want to install them onto the frame under the van. And that'll save a lot of space, it'll be safer, the weight will be down lower, and everything else. So that'll be a really good thing. And there's a couple electrical things I want to do to it, like a low voltage shutoff, so that if my batteries get too low, nothing works, so I don't damage them. And an off switch for everything, both from solar and from the battery isolator, in case there's a fire, something goes wrong, I can just switch everything off immediately. A couple other little safety features like that. And that's pretty much it for the van. It really, it's not going to need anything after this besides the living area updates. And yeah, so that's all going well. I'm going to look for another way to make money. I need a new camera, man. This camera is driving me nuts. I've been bitching about it for months, and I just got to find another way to make money so I can have enough to get a new camera. And a drone is definitely on the list too, but these things don't come cheap, man. It's like $1,200 for the camera, $1,200 for the drone. You know, it'd be really nice to have a GoPro too. I could do some really cool stuff with a GoPro. So I mean, I'm looking at like $3 grand I need for all this camera gear. That's crazy. So I'm gonna look for other ways to make money too. And yeah, so all is pretty much going pretty well. I'm still pretty stuck here. I've been here about a month and a half, and I've been like, it feels like I've been tested like over and over and over and over. Like, I don't know, it just feels like I've been tested. And my power just went out. My fan just stopped. That sucks. I wonder what that means. Oh no, the power just went out. Alright, so power's back on. Ground fault interrupter did its job. Thank you to whoever invented those. Basically, the only other two things are when I get to Portland, I was talking about merch on my way up to Phoenix. A lot of people are still asking me about stickers and t-shirts. I'm gonna get those, and hopefully beanies and hoodies too. Still trying to figure out if I want to find a drop shipper or do some Amazon FBA, which is the Amazon fulfillment thing. I think that might be the way to go, but their fee thing is very, very complicated, and I haven't figured out which one's more cost effective and which one is less hassle. So if any of you know about drop shipping versus FBA or Amazon FBA, please let me know. I'd love to talk to somebody who has experience with both. Other than that, today is Friday, last day of RTR. I definitely missed it this year. that kind of sucks. Really sucks, actually. Part of me was really dreading it, and the other part was really, really excited and looking forward to it. So it's kind of a letdown and a relief at the same time. The part that was looking forward to it, obviously, a bunch of like-minded people, like, that sounds awesome. I want to meet people, I want to check out rigs, you know, and show people what it's like there and everything, and share my experience. I was really looking forward to that. And meeting Bob Wells, too, and quite a few other people I was looking forward to meeting. The part of me that's dreading it, I'm definitely an introvert. I'd rather be alone like 90–95% of the time than with other people. That's just the way I am. And 1,000 people sounds a little overwhelming to me. It's hard enough being with 3 people, or 2 other people, but that's yeah, that's just the way I am. I just like being alone. So yeah, that kind of is crappy and a relief at the same time. If you guys haven't seen, if you're not subscribed to Bob's channel, Bob Wells' channel, Cheap RV Living, I think is the name of the channel, cheaprvliving.com is the name of his website. He just released a video about why he started RTR, and it was a really, like, touching story. It really, really had an impact on me, and I thought it was a beautiful thing. So I want you all to go check out that video, and check out his website if you're interested in getting into this mobile lifestyle, living in your vehicle. Any kind of vehicle, his website, cheaprvliving.com, is the place to go. Incredible wealth of knowledge in that place, and you will find the answer to whatever questions you have there. So yeah, go and check that out. Other than that, I really don't have anything else to talk about, so I'm gonna leave here. Love yourself!